Good morning. It's turned out nice again. How's it going, guys? You all right? Hey, thanks if you came along to the stream on Saturday night. We did something a little different, you know. We changed it because we set up I set up my own streaming server so that you could watch the video of the stream, like what we normally do on a Saturday night. But I could play whatever music I wanted for you guys, you know, without getting told off by YouTube during the stream. It was a little bit, you know, you had to, you know, pop one out, girls. You had to pop out the video and then go back to the chat. But it worked, you know. The 99% of people worked it out. So I was very happy with that. It meant that we had one stream all night, didn't have to restart. And like someone said on the stream, you know, yeah, it was a little bit tricky just at the start, but it's worth it if we don't have to restart the streams all night. So thank you very much for that, you know, coming along and supporting it. Thanks for all the birthday messages. I had a great birthday. It's very good. But, you know, all that's over now. I've had guests here. I've had Shaun here, Martin Mason. I saw Bride Partridge and Laura. These are all Cop Talk people that came to see me this week. And but everyone's gone home now, which is sad. We had a good time. But we've got to get on with the show, right? We've got to get on. And I'm going to be churning out quite a few videos today. I've been thinking a lot about, you know, my vids. You know, I like talking to you guys. Like, my videos is, like, probably my most favourite part of what I do. I'm going to be doing a podcast today as well for the Cop Talk peeps. I'll do my other podcast. I have another podcast as well called Dunk Knows Best, but that's nothing to do with soccer, as I call it on that podcast. But yeah, I'm going to do a lot of work today, and I don't like making videos usually just for the sake of making videos. But, you know, some of you guys do reference a lot of things in the news, so we're going to do that today. We're going to make a lot of videos. We're going to try to, anyway, at the very least. I was supposed to go to England today, but that's been rescheduled. So you've got me. All right, you've got me for the week ahead. We've got a couple of weeks making videos. And that I've got to get rid of that picture, guys, haven't we? We've got a couple of weeks, and then I'm going to America to see my boy Smooth, my best friend Smooth. You know, many of you guys know Smooth. But I will be continuing and making videos every day while I'm there as usual. Okay, so, hey, don't forget, if you do come to the streams on a Saturday night and you are familiar with the song Crank the Flange, me and Shaun have produced Crank the Flange, the DKB remix, which is now on Spotify. I think it's on YouTube as well. Go on, play it, it's great. You got me in it. Yeah, it's good. And Smooth's in it too. We had to include Shaun, like, it's his original production, you know what I mean? So anyway, we're back to normal. We are going to talk about Harvey Elliott. And he's been speaking about more Salahs. Fabrizio Romano would shout and bawl. And I like Harvey Elliott, mate. I know you know, like most people focus only on what the player does on the pitch and performance-wise, and they judge them on that. And that's right, okay? I go a little bit deeper than that sometimes, because sometimes fans don't know what they're like off the pitch, you know. And I like players off the pitch that, you know, away from the glare of supporters, you know, what they're like away from everyone. There can be a certain way when a camera's in front of them. But, you know, in their private life, private lives is not really for us to discuss. What I mean, though, is in their private time, away from their contractual agreements. Like, sometimes you will see players, Liverpool players, right, pop up at hospitals and things like that. Well, you know, there are certain contracts, you know, like, there's things in the contracts where they've got to do so much stuff, you know, and they're obliged to do it. I'm not saying that they're like, oh, I've got to go to the hospital today. I'm sure they enjoy doing that. But I like, you know, when I know about players that go out of their ways and do things like, you know, extra that nobody knows about. Or when you read about some of our players have helped people, you know, just helping people, being a good egg. I like stuff like that. And I also like the way that players conduct themselves, you know, in things like training, you know, the ones that go out of their way to help the youngsters, or maybe go and watch an academy game or something like that. And Harvey Elliott, to me, for a young lad, he comes across as a good egg. He really does. I always like to read what he says. I always like to listen to what he says as well. You know, anything to do with Harvey Elliott, I quite like, more so than just watching him on the pitch, right? Now, this might seem strange, but Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was another one like that. You know, I used to think he was very professional, and, you know, some of you guys might think, well, yeah, maybe he is done, but he didn't do that much, whatever, I don't know. But when someone's heart's there and they're trying their best is what I like, all right? So, Harvey Elliott, he's been talking about Mo Salah. And he says, touch wood, he doesn't ever leave. But if he does go, then I want to be that person to learn from him and apply it in my game. Hopefully, as I say, he doesn't leave and he's here for the rest of his career. I will do my best, don't know his best, to keep him. But to be just learning from him and in the same team as him, it's just a dream come true, as well as everyone else in the team. And this is another thing, you know, we often think about the star players and, you know, what they do on the pitch and how it can affect the team, the squad, as Rafa would say when they leave. But this is a youngster saying, like, you know, it benefits playing alongside him, you know. And I think these young ones, I know we're probably saying kids, but look, if you're in your 30s, you're a kid to me. You know, I'm still in my 40s. All right, still just clinging on to that 4 in my age. But what I mean is, these kids, you know, they might look and learn, and they look at attitudes, don't they? You know, and learn things on the pitch. So, you know, it's important to retain your better players sometimes, so the young ones that maybe going to step up can learn and then bring that into their game. He says, I mean, we see it all week in and week out. Mo is an absolutely unbelievable player as well as an unbelievable guy. That's important. This is, again, what I'm talking about. He's not just an unbelievable player that we see on the pitch, but his teammates are saying unbelievable guy. Therefore, like, his attitude away from the pitch, be it in training or at private events or whatever, is, as Brendan Rodgers would say, fantastic. All right? And he's got that finishing ability and he's got that creative ability as well. You can always count on him. And I think that's a really good thing to say about Mo Salah. Would you agree with that? He don't go missing very often. You know, I don't think there's many times when we go, well, he was terrible. He didn't even put a shift in. So Mo Salah, despite the times when we've had the contract things, you know, like, what's the word, distractions, even this, you know, this Saudi link, which is not going to go away, He's still focused. Now, I'm going to say something here. Someone left me a comment on here the other day after the boss's pre-match press conference last week, saying, stop fear-mongering. They said to me, stop fear-mongering, because I mentioned Mo Salah and the Saudi Pro League. I mentioned Mo Salah and the Saudi Pro League in the future because Jurgen Klopp was asked at that press conference that question, you know, like, oh, what would you expect them to come in January? And it was a major talking point because the boss replied, didn't he? He said, really? The window's been closed a week and you're already bringing this nonsense to me. All I did in that video was say what happened at the press conference. And you're telling me, stop fear-mongering. What the fuck? What are you talking about? I can only talk about what's in the news, what's at a press conference, what the manager says. What the fuck? And just for clarity, whoever said that, I can never see your comments again because I just hide you. Like, I have zero tolerance and patience for people who leave ridiculous statements. And that person might be a great person. They might have been supporting my videos for years, but I don't care. If you're going to say or suggest that I'm fear-mongering when that's not true and I'm only repeating what the manager said, I don't want you around here because you bring negativity. So, please, guys, I ain't got a problem with anyone that disagrees with anything I say, but sometimes when you read text, it can be taken out of context. So if you're ever joking about something, he wasn't joking, but if you're ever joking about something, always add the emoji. Right? Because if I'm in a bad mood, I can't be doing that shit. I don't get it, man. Some people. Anyway, you can always count on him, blah, blah, blah. That is why he's in the team week in and week out. He supplied 3 assists, you know, at the weekend. If it goes down, he supplied 3 assists if it goes down as my goal. If not, it's 2 assists. But either way, most creativity is absolutely out of this world. And I don't think people appreciate it as much as they should. It's not hard to see the quality player that he is and why he's one of the best in the world. To be able to play with him, and to be able to learn from him, to be close to him, is a dream come true. I am not surprised by his assists. We see him week in and week out. Like I say, so we know it's there. I think from the public eye, it might be a surprise because he's known for his goals and his goal-scoring ability. So like I said, his creativity is up there with some of the best in the world. He's so hard to play against. He has eyes all over the place, and I do try and ask him, you know, I'm close to him in that sense. This is important things to learn about. So I do try and work as close to him as possible to learning from the best. It's exactly that. And he goes on to say other things about, you know, the players and the team and stuff. But the point is, that was a gushing, you know, like, what's the word? You know, just praise, gushing praise. But it's genuine, you know, like, I don't know, sometimes I read players talk about their teammates, you know, and I just think, I'm just saying he's a great player, blah, blah, blah. But to me, that's a young player that's like, no, I really look up to him. I think he's a great guy. I'm learning from him. I'm trying to learn from him. I try to be close to him, and that can only be good for us moving forward. So, absolutely fantastic. I thought, you know, the celebrations of the team at the weekend was, I've seen some little clips and stuff. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Great character. As Brendan Rodgers would say. I got really, just really good. The way the game started is like, oh my, you know, but no, I feel very positive about things at the moment. You know, so I don't want to talk about the negative things at the moment. We want to try and avoid those as much as possible, right? So, I'm going to be recording the podcast today. I'm going to try and do more videos. Please leave comments on this video if there's anything that you would, you know, possibly like to get my opinion about. Okay, you know, I don't mean like, don't watch your format, play it for preferred formation, or who do you think we should sign? I'm more interested in something that you've seen and you think something. You know, your views are very important around here. So please thumbs up the video if you like it, because apparently that's what all the kids say. You know, hey, what's up? Please thumbs up. You know, please thumbs up. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't want to. Instead of a thumbs down, it should be that one of them, shouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? That'd be a pretty cool little, like, come on, you got that like that, then you got one like that. Okay, we're a bit hyper today. Please leave a comment if you really enjoyed the video. Hit the love heart, the super thanks. That always puts a smile on my chubby cheeks. And I've got a trip coming up, you know what I mean? So, you know, I need to keep the alcohol flowing on that trip, guys. You know what I'm saying? Help a brother out. And if you're a Muslim, it's coffee. All right, just think of it as buying me a coffee. All right. So, no, there's no shame around these parts. No. We've got to generate revenue. Oh, we've got to generate the revenue. That's right. So, hey, but thanks to those of you that did buy me a drink for my birthday. Oh, God, Wednesday was... Whew. Apparently, when we were in a cabaret bar that we went to, when I went with all the cocktail peeps that came to see me, apparently I knocked the table over. But there was nothing on it. I think there was just my glass and it didn't break. I just picked it up like, what's wrong? That was supposed to happen. But no, it was good. It was a really good birthday. It was amazing. It was really good. I don't usually celebrate birthdays, mate. Like, but it was brilliant. And I read all your comments wishing me happy birthday. Like, you guys are the best, man. Honestly, you are. And I can't wait to do like Saturday night streaming this weekend. I assume we'll be here. So yeah, I'm very hyper today. As you can probably tell, I'm in an absolutely amazing mood. I think maybe in my last video I said, I had a couple of things going off last week after my birthday that was a bit shite, but those things have resolved themselves. So I feel very happy going into this week. All right, guys. So please leave a comment and thumbs up the video if you like it, and we'll speak again at some point today.